The Chiefs were once the pride of the Super Rugby, a team that embodied resilience, skill and a deep connection to their heritage. They were a powerhouse that struck fear into their opponents, a team that played with a relentless edge and an unbreakable spirit. However, over the years, their dominance started to fade. The team that once set the benchmark for success found itself struggling with inconsistency, unable to recapture the magic that had once made them formidable. Their performances lacked the intensity and cohesion that had defined their championship winning sides, and as a result, their once loyal fanbase began to lose hope. Questions arose about whether the Chiefs could ever return to their former glory or if their golden era was a thing of the past. Enter Clayton McMillan, a man who not only understood what the Chiefs represented, but was also determined to restore their mana. McMillan's arrival wasn't just about stepping into a coaching role. It was about leading a revival. He inherited a team that was a shadow of a former self, struggling to find its rhythm in an ever-evolving rugby landscape. But McMillan wasn't deterred. He saw the potential in the squad, recognised the deep-rooted history of the franchise, and knew exactly what needed to change to bring the Chiefs back to where they belonged. When McMillan took over as head coach, the Chiefs were coming off one of their worst periods in recent history. Their identity had been lost, their performances had been uninspiring, and their results reflected a team that had lost confidence. Gone were the days when the Chiefs played with relentless energy that had once made them a force to be reckoned with. They had become predictable, reactive, rather than proactive, and lacked the cohesion necessary to compete at the highest level. Before McMillan, the Chiefs were in a downward spiral. The departure of key players, inconsistent coaching strategies, and a lack of unity had left the team in a fragile state. Super Rugby is an unforgiving competition. Any team that fails to perform at its peak gets exposed really quick. The Chiefs were no exception. Once a dominant force, they had fallen to the ranks of mere contenders rather than champions. Their struggles were evident in their ability to close out crucial games, their defensive lapses, and their overall lack of confidence. The morale among players wasn't the same, and it showed in their body language on the field. The Chiefs had lost the edge that had once made them the most feared teams in Super Rugby. McMillan's arrival marked more than a coaching change. It signalled a cultural shift. He understood that success in rugby starts from within, and he immediately set about rebuilding the foundations of the team's identity. His vision was clear. He didn't just want to fix the Chiefs' game plan, he wanted to restore their pride and rekindle their warrior spirit. One of his first missions was to reconnect with the team's heritage. The Chiefs have always had a strong link to Māori culture, and McMillan, being of Māori descent himself, knew that embracing this heritage would be the key in reviving the team's spirit. McMillan placed a strong emphasis on team culture, leadership and accountability. He instilled a belief that every player had a role and every role mattered. No one was bigger than the team, but together they could be unstoppable. He reinforced the idea that wearing the Chiefs jersey was a privilege, not a right, and that it came with a responsibility to uphold the legacy of those who had worn before them. One of McMillan's greatest strengths as a coach is his ability to connect with players. Unlike some coaches who impose authority from above, he leads by building trust and fostering a sense of unity. He understands that rugby is as much as a mental game as it is a physical one. The Chiefs' struggles weren't just tactical, they had lost confidence. McMillan changed that by instilling a mindset where they embraced challenges rather than feared them. He encountered his players to take pride in every performance, to fight for every inch on the field, and to represent something greater than themselves. The transformation under McMillan didn't take long to show in the field. The Chiefs began playing with renewed intensity and purpose. Their forwards became more aggressive, their backs more fearless. They started controlling possession better, executing plays with a greater precision and, most importantly, winning. The Chiefs weren't just back. They were making a statement. Teams that had once considered them an easy fixture now feared facing them again. McMillan had revived the Chiefs' fighting spirit, and it was evident in every match they played. Tactically, McMillan made some key changes that took the Chiefs to another level. He focused on building a dominant four-pack, understanding that controlling the game up front would allow their dangerous backline to shine. The Chiefs had always been known for their exciting rugby, but McMillan ensured that they had the physicality to back it up. The set piece became a weapon rather than a liability, and their work at the breakdown became relentless. Defensively, he implemented a system that was aggressive yet disciplined. The Chiefs had previously been leaking points too easily, but McMillan's structure ensured they were not just stopping attacks, but also forcing turnovers. He wanted the opposition to feel constant pressure, to know that playing against the Chiefs meant enduring 80 minutes of relentless intensity. This approach transformed the Chiefs into a side that could grind out wins even in the toughest of situations. They were no longer just an attacking powerhouse, they had developed an ironclad defence that made them a nightmare to play against. One of the most defining moments of McMillan's tenure came when the Chiefs ended their losing streak against the Crusaders, a team that had dominated Super Rugby for years. The victory wasn't just about the points, it was symbolic. It was proof that the Chiefs had truly returned. Fans who had been waiting for this resurgence finally had something to celebrate, and the players themselves could feel the shift. They weren't just competing with the best, they were beating them. McMillan's impact extended beyond just the tactics and game plans. He built a culture of accountability where players took ownership of their performances. He encouraged leadership within the squad, ensuring that everyone, from the most experienced veterans to the newest rookies, understood their role in the team's success. This approach not only improved individual performances, but also created an environment where players pushed every other player to be better every day. The results spoke for themselves. The Chiefs went from being the team struggling for consistency to one that consistently challenged for the top spot. They weren't just aiming for playoffs, they were aiming for championships. The Chiefs' resurgence under McMillan has sparked conversation about his future. Could he be the next All Blacks coach? A legitimate question. His ability to transform a struggling team into a title contender, his leadership qualities, and his deep understanding of New Zealand rugby make him a strong candidate. While the All Blacks have always been led by some of the best minds in rugby, McMillan's track record proves that he has what it takes to operate at the highest level. For now, his focus remains on the Chiefs. He's not just building a team for the present, he's laying the foundation for sustained success. The system he has put in place ensures that the Chiefs will continue to thrive even beyond his tenure. He has restored the pride in the jersey, re-established the Chiefs as one of the best teams in Super Rugby, and proven that with the right leadership, any team can bounce back from adversity. The story of Clayton McMillan and the Chiefs is one of resilience, belief, and the power of strong leadership. It's a reminder that in rugby, as in life, setbacks are temporary, but those who refuse to stay down will always rise again. The Chiefs are back, and they owe a lot of it to the man who brought them back their mana. As the season progresses, one thing is clear. With McMillan at the helm, the Chiefs are not just a team to watch, they are a team to fear. The dynasty that once seemed lost is now very much alive, and the rugby world is taking notice. The question isn't whether the Chiefs will win another title, it's how many more will they win under his leadership. And with the momentum they have built, the answer might be more than everyone
Five Crusaders boys pushing one brother halfbacks around and no one was sitting in and doing anything about it.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.